Welcome back, everybody. Quarter after the hour. The Super Bowl has come and gone, but the buzz over the Tebow ad is still with us. The concern now is not how the ad necessarily promotes an anti-abortion message, but the worry now is violence against women. Here's what has some upset.
I call him my miracle baby. He almost didn't make it into this world. I can remember so many times when I almost lost him. It was so hard. Well, he's all grown up now, and I still worry about his health. You know, with all our family's been through, we have to be tough. Timmy, we're trying to tell our story here.
That's the controversial part now, and Shelby Knox is with the Women's Media Center. She is one of the people upset by that because you say, Shelby, it promotes violence against women?
Well, I mean, I think the point is still more about CBS choosing to partner with an organization like Focus on the Family to promote an anti-choice message. That was the problem before. This is the problem after. This is one of those things the media really likes to focus on. We really think it's just bizarre. It's bizarre to attack your own mother. Violence against women, that's a judgment other people can make.
But you wrote that. You wrote, along with Jamu Green, that you think it promotes, and I'm quoting, violence against women.
Well, there's a very high rate of elderly abuse in the United States. There was another commercial, the one with Betty White, that I know we're going to talk about.
I'm sorry, but now it promotes elder abuse?
No, the Betty White commercial. It shows two people getting knocked down. And I think that it's an image that's just unsettling. It's bizarre. It's imagining your grandmother is getting knocked down to the ground. But once again, that's really not the point. That's sort of sidestepping the issue that we had with the Tim Tebow ad, which is that it's once again Focus on the Family, which is a very radical, anti-choice, anti-woman organization partnering with a mainstream network during the Super Bowl.
Okay, but respectfully, you're kind of all over the board on this, because I know you got a problem with the anti-abortion message, and you have a problem because you say it promotes violence against women. I get the anti-abortion thing because I know your group doesn't, you're pro-choice and you don't necessarily like the message. We can get to that in a second. But how does this ad promote violence against women? Because people are laughing at you for making that claim. They are laughing at you. They think that's so ridiculous.
And we're sort of laughing at ourselves. It was really said jokingly. It's not that serious. But it's weird. That is the reaction. It is weird to knock down your mother, to tackle your mom. Why? When you go up on stage and say, I'm so grateful.
Using humor to get a message across. And you may be joking, but the president of now came out and said, and this is a quote from the president, I am blown away at the celebration of violence against women in this ad. I mean, don't you think that just undermines your message? People hear you saying something like that, or hear the president now saying something like that, and they say, forget it, this is a crazy group. I'm not going to listen to anything they say.
I think it is our responsibility as women's groups to stand up and say, this was unsettling, this was a little bit bizarre. Yes, it can be funny, but if you've ever been knocked down by a partner or by someone who you loved and it wasn't humor and it wasn't expected, then it's a serious thing.
Come on. And no, I mean, you're telling me somebody's going to watch, for example, the other ad you have a problem with, the Betty White thing, and they're going to say, elder abuse, yes, I'm for that. I mean, come on, it's Betty White. Everybody loves her. It's clearly a joke. It's not, the whole ad is it's not really Betty White.
But I think that the larger point is, why is it a joke? Why is it funny to knock old people down? Why is that humorous? There's something inside of that. Why does that make you laugh?
It just is.
It's disconcerting.
I don't know why. It just is. Listen, I have a 95-year-old man. I don't want her to see her knocked down, but I know it's not real. I can see that Betty White is acting and that they didn't actually knock Betty White over, and I don't believe anybody else is going to knock over their grandma after they watch Betty.
Okay, but I think that once again, this is a distraction from the real point, that CBS aired this ad in the first place.
What was so offensive about it? Because, the Tim Tebow ad, most people saw it and said, it was much ado about nothing. It wasn't anti-choice. It was just, hey, this is my story, and they direct people to the website where they are definitely pro-life.
Right, and we definitely respect Pam Tebow's choice, and the ad in itself, as was expected, seemed very benign. The point is, Focus on the Family's agenda is not benign at all, and you can't consider something a choice when the entire agenda of the organization is to make sure that other women can't make reproductive health decisions that are different than the one that Pam Tebow made. But the bigger deal about airing the ad during the Super Bowl is CBS was departing from previous policy to not air controversial advocacy ads during the Super Bowl.
As you point out, the ad was not controversial when all was said and done. It was benign. It's just the link to the website that you have the objection to. I guess I got to go. But that you've made your point. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Let me make fun of you, but I'm going to let my viewers decide who's right. And you can do that by emailing me at kelly@foxnews.com. Shelby, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.